Namaste everyone. Today I am going to discuss you one question paper which is asked in one of the CBSE school in Mumbai. First let us see the questions. What I recommend that you first solve these questions yourself before going through the solutions. So first question, you can see find HCF and LCM of A and B, where A is 2 power 5 into 3 power 7 into 5 power 2 into 7 and B is 2 power 3 into 3 power 2 into 5 power 4 into 11. Also check if HCF into LCM of these two numbers is equals to A cross B. Let us see the next question. Find the condition that the zero of polynomial Px equal to ax square plus bx plus c are reciprocal of each other. Let us see the third question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial root 5 x square minus 8x minus 4 root 5. Now this question and this question, they have internal choice. That means you can choose any one of these two questions. The next question is justify whether it is true to say that minus 1, minus 3 by 2, minus 2, 5 by 2 form an AP as A2 minus A1 or A2 minus A is equal to A3 minus A2. Next question is quadratic polynomial 6x square minus 7x plus 2 has 0 as alpha beta. Now form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 alpha and 5 beta. Fifth question, the ninth term of an AP is equal to the seventh term of the seventh term, and the second term, what is the question? The ninth term of an AP is equal to 7 times the second term, and 12th term exceeds the 5 times the third term by 2. Find the first term and the common difference. Next question is, again this is option with the previous question, which term of AP 21, 18, 15 dash 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 is minus 81, and also is any term 0? Give the reason for your answer. The next question, write whether 7 root 45 minus 3 root 20 upon root 5 on simplification give a rational or irrational number. Now in sixth question we have parts, so this is first part. Second part is write the denominator of the rational number 987 divided by 10500 in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, where m and n are non-negative integers. Hence write its decimal expansion without actual division. The next question is give an example each for the two irrational numbers whose sum is an irrational number, product is a rational number, difference is an irrational number, and quotient is a rational number. The next question, or the last question we can say, if the sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49 and that of the 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first n terms. If the sum of first 7 term of an AP is given 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, then find the sum of first n terms. Okay, so these are 7 questions. Okay, you try first yourself, see how much time you take, and then see the solution. Now I will start with the solution. The first question, A and B is given. We have to find HCF and LCM. So in solution we will write the value of A. So A is 2 power 5 into 3 power 7 into 5 power 2 into 7, and B is 2 power 3 into 3 power 2 into 5 power 4 into 11. Now for HCF of A and B, for HCF, highest common factor, we are going to see the least powers, okay, of the terms which are common to both a and b. So first write the terms which are common. So 2 is common, then 3 is common, then 5 is common, and see the least power 2 power 3, least power here it is 3 power 2, and the least power here is 5 power 2. Okay, so my HCF of a and b is 2 power 3, 3 power 2 cross 5 power 2. Okay, you can multiply and you can get the answer. Now LCM. For LCM of a and b, LCM of a and b, we will write all the factors. So what are there? 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Now we will write the highest power. So for 2 it is power 5, for 3 it is power 7, for 5 it is power 4, for 7 it is power 1, and for 11 it is power 1. So again you can multiply and get the answer. Okay, now HCF and LCM we have got. Now we have to verify that LCM, HCF into LCM is equals to A cross B. Okay, so let us first find HCF of A cross B, or HCF of AB cross, we will find the left hand side, that is into LCM of AB. So HCF is 2 power 3 into 3 power 2 into 5 power 2. This is HCF, and LCM is 2 power 5, 3 power 7, 5 power 4, 7 power 1 and 11. Now what I get? 2 power 3 is here, 2 power 5 is here. So 5 plus 3, 2 power 8 into 3 power 2 is here, 7 is here, 7 plus 2, 9 into 5 power 2 is here, 4 is here, 4 plus 2, 6 into 7 into 11. Now as they have given a and b in terms of their prime factors, okay, so if you will not calculate the numeral value of HCF and LCM, then also it is fine in this particular problem. So this is my value of HCF and 2 LCM of two numbers. I will consider that equation 1. Now let us multiply a and b. So value a, 2 power 5, 3 power 7, 2 power 5 into 3 power 7 into 5 power 2 into 7 into b. The value of b is 2 power 3 into 3 power 2 into 5 power 4 into 11. Now a into b, 2 power, here it is power 5 and 3, 5 plus 3, 8 into 3 power, here it is 7 and 2, 7 plus 2, 9 into 5 power 2 and 5 power 4, 4 plus 2, 6 into 7 into 11. Now compare this 1 and 2. Are they same? Yes, they are same. So therefore I will say that therefore from 1 and 2, HCF of AB cross LCM of AB is equals to A cross B. Simple? Yes? Okay. Now let us move to the next question. Find the condition that zeros of polynomial Px are reciprocal of each other. Now I have to find the condition that the zeros of polynomial Px, ax square plus bx plus c are reciprocal of each other. So I will say that let alpha, their reciprocal are each, zeros are reciprocal of each other. So let alpha and 1 upon alpha be the zeros of, they are the zeros of ax square plus bx plus c. So therefore alpha into 1 upon alpha, that is product of zeros, is c upon a. So this alpha and alpha will cancel. So therefore I have a equal to c. So this is the condition. Okay, find the condition that the zeros of the polynomial are reciprocal of each other. So I will say that A is equals to C is the required condition. Now second question, again this is option 1. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So the polynomial which I have is root 5 times x square minus 8x minus 4 root 5. So here a into c is root 5 into minus 4 root 5, which will give me 5 4s are 20, that is minus 20, and I have to split this minus 20 into part such that their addition is minus 8. So this minus 20 we can split as minus 10 and plus 2. So therefore I will say that this root 5 x square minus 8x minus 4 root 5, this you can write as root 5 x square minus 10x plus 2x minus 4 root 5. Now you can take x common, so take x common, you get root 5x here minus 10, then you take 2 common from here, or as here it is root 5, I have to take root 5 common. So what I will do, root 5, I want root 5 here, actually root 5 I need here, so better I will take 2 upon root 5 common. Okay, now when I take 2 upon root 5 common, here I will get root 5 x minus, here I will have 10. Okay, this you find little difficult. Okay, so better you take root 5 common from here. Okay, that way also you can solve the problem. So this will give me root 5 x minus 10 into x plus 2 upon root 5, or you can say that 1 upon root 5 we will take common. Here it is root 5x minus 10, here it is root 5x plus 2. So or else what you will get, you will get this root 5 will cancel, you will get x minus 10 upon root 5, 10 we can write as 2 into 5, so I will get 2 root 5. So x minus 2 root 5 and root 5x plus 2. So you will get this as the answer, or you will get this as the answer, both are correct. Now let us go to the next problem. Next problem is justify whether it is true to say that minus 1, minus 3 by 2, minus 2, 5 by 2, they are form an AP, as a2 minus a1 is equals to a3 minus a2. So let us first write what is a. A is minus 1. What is a2? a2 is minus 3 divided by 2. What is a3? a3 is minus 2. And what is a4? a4 is 5 divided by 2. So the difference between consecutive terms should be same for a sequence to be AP. So let us find out a2 minus a1, or we can say that a2 minus a, because a and a1 both are same. So this is minus 3 divided by 2, minus of minus 1, it will become plus 1. So here we will get minus half. Let us find a3 minus a2. The value of a3 is minus 2, and minus minus again plus 3 upon 2, again minus 4 plus 3, we will get minus half. Now a4 minus a3, the value of a4 is 5 by 2, minus value of a3 is minus 2, so minus minus it will become plus. Now here we will get 4 plus 5, 9 upon 2. So see, all the difference between consecutive terms are not same, even though a2 minus a1 is equals to a3 minus a2, but it is not equal to a4 minus a3. Okay, so as the difference as the difference between consecutive terms not same. The given sequence is not in AP, even when A2 minus A1 is equals to A3 minus A2. Simple question? Yes? Fine. Let us move to the next problem. Quadratic polynomial 6x square minus 7x plus 2 has zeros as alpha beta. Now form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 alpha and 5 beta. Okay, so we know that the quadratic equation is of the form of x square minus alpha plus beta times x plus alpha beta. Okay, so here we have zeros as 5 alpha and 5 beta. So let us find their additions. Now here in solution, alpha and beta are the zeros of alpha. What I will say that they are zeros of 6x square minus 7x plus 2. Therefore alpha plus beta is equals to 7 upon 6 and alpha into beta is equals to 2 upon 6 is equals to 1 upon 3. Now 5 alpha plus 5 beta is equals to, I will take 5 common. Here we have alpha plus beta, which will give me answer as 5 into 7 upon 6, that is 35 upon 6, and 5 alpha into 5 beta, this is 25 alpha beta. So this is 25 into 1 upon 3, this is 25 upon 3. So therefore polynomial with 5 alpha and 5 beta as zeros is x square minus, here I have 5 alpha plus 5 beta times x plus 5 alpha into 5 beta, which will give me x square minus 5 alpha plus 5 beta is 35 divided by 6 times x plus 5 alpha 5 beta is 25 divided by 3. So we multiply all of them by 6, or you can take 1 upon 6 common. Here you get 6x square minus 35 times x plus 25. This is the required polynomial. Now all the polynomials which are some multiple of this 6x square minus 35x plus 25 will satisfy with the required zeros, that is they have zeros as 5 alpha and 5 beta. The fifth question is the ninth term of an AP is equal to 7 times the second term. So what is given? The ninth term of an AP is equal to 7 times second term, and 12th term exceeds, that is A12 exceeds the 5th time the third term. So 5th time the third term, it exceeds by 2. So 5 into A3 plus 2. These two informations are given. We have to find the first term and the common difference. Okay, so let us write their formulas, respective formulas. We know that, what we know? We know that an is equals to a plus n minus 1d. So therefore, from equation 1, we have a plus 8 times d is equals to 7 into a plus d. That is, a plus 8d is equals to 7a plus 7d. That is, we have minus 6a plus d is equals to 0. This I will consider as equation 3. This is third equation. Okay. And from equation 2, we have a12, that is a plus 11 times d is equals to 5 into a3. So 5 into a3 will be a plus 2d plus 2. So here I have a plus 11d equal to 5a plus 10d plus 2. So this gives me minus 4a plus 11 minus 10, it will become d is equals to 2. This is fourth equation. So you have third equation and you have fourth equation. What you can do? You can subtract equation 4 from equation 3. So subtract 4 equation from 3. So let us write 3 first, that is minus 6a plus d equal to 0, and then write fourth equation, that is minus 4a plus d is equals to 2, and just subtract 1 from other. So this minus will become plus, this is minus, this is minus. Now minus 6a plus 4a will become minus 2 times a, and here we are subtracting, okay, so this is minus 2. So minus 2a equal to minus 2, therefore the value of a is equals to 1. Now we can put this value of a in any of the equation. So I will say that from equation 3, let us say from equation 3. So from equation 3 we get minus 6a is 1, minus 6 plus d is equals to 0. So this gives me the value of d as 6. So value of d is 6. Now let us see the next question. In this question, what we have to find? The question is, find the first term and the common difference. So we have got the value of a and value of d. First term is 1 and the common difference is 6. Okay. Now let us see the next question. Which term of AP 21, 18, 15 dash 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 is minus 81? So already we know that this is AP. So let us write what is A. A is 21 and what is D? D is 18 minus 21 is equals to minus 3. This is A and D. A n is given minus 81. Okay. We have to find, this is given, we have to find what is n first, and second we have to find n is equals to question mark I say when a n is equals to 0. So also, is any term 0? Give reason of your answer. So if we get some n, some natural number, or I say that whole number for this n equal to 0, then I will say that we have 0 term possible. Okay. So let us start. We know that in solution we say that we know that a n is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d. Therefore this is equals to an, therefore this is minus 81. I will say that minus 81 is equals to 21 plus n minus 1. The value of d is minus 3. So therefore this minus 81 minus 21 equal to n minus 1 times minus 3. Therefore we get here minus 1 is minus, we will add them. So 1 plus 1 2 and 8 plus 2 10. So minus 102 divided by minus 3, this will be n minus 1. So this minus minus will cancel, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. This is the value of n minus 1. Therefore we get n equal to 34 plus 1 equal to 35. So the value of n we got, value of n is 35. Now I have to find n when an is 0. So when an is 0, I have 0 equal to a plus n minus 1d, that is 0 equal to value of a is 21. So value of a is 21 plus n minus 1 times minus 3. So we will move this 21 on left hand side. So I have minus 21 equal to n minus 1 times minus 3. This gives me value of n minus 1 is equals to minus 21 divided by minus 3. So minus minus cancel, 3 in table of 3 we have 21, 3 7s are 21. So n minus 1 is 7, n is equals to 8. So I will say that 8th term of AP is 0. So we have find out the value of n, okay, for which we have nth term is minus 81, that is 35th term is minus 81, and we have find out that 8th term of an AP is 0 also. Okay, let us move to the next problem. Write whether 7 root 45 minus 3 root 20 upon root 5 on simplification gives a rational or irrational number. So here the given expression is 7 root 45 minus 3 root 20 whole divided by root 5. Now what we do? This root 45, okay, it is 9 5s are 45, so you can write this as 3 root 5 and 5 4s are, so this you can write 3 into 2 root 5 and whole divided by root 5. So root 5 we can take common from numerator and denominator. This is 21 root 5 and this is 6 root 5. So 21 minus 6, 21 minus 6 is 15. So this is 15 root 5 divided by root 5. Now this root 5 cancel and we get 15, which is our rational number. So question is write whether on simplification gives a rational or irrational number. So this is rational number. A simple question, isn't it? Okay, let us see the next question. Write the denominator of this rational number in terms of 2 power m into 5 power n. Okay, so let us see solution. We have 987 divided by 10500. We have to write denominator in the form of 2 power m 5 power n. Okay, so better this 10500 we will rationalize. Now this is 105 into 100. Okay, we see that this is 105 into 100. Now this 105, it could be divisible by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are. Then this 35 is 3 into 5 7s are into this 100. Now this 100 is 25 4s are. So 25 4s are means 2 power 2 into 5 power 2. So finally you can say that 9 987, this you will write as 987 divided by, here I have 2 power 2 into 5 power 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, now let us see whether this 987 is divisible by 3 and 7. So 8 plus 7 15 and this 9, so as addition is divisible by 9, the number 987 is also divisible by 9. Divisible by 3. Okay, first it is divisible by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6 and 3 9s are 27 divided by 2 power 2 into 5 power 3 into 7. Now this 329 is divisible by 7. So let us divide this by 7. 7 4s are 28 and 7 7s are 49. So 47 upon 2 power 2 into 5 power 3. Now the next question is, we have written this denominator in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. The question is, write the denominator of the rational number this in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. So therefore denominator is of the form 2 power m into 5 power n. Now write it's a decimal expansion without actual division. Now to write it's a decimal expansion, what we do? We multiply and divide numerator and denominator by 2, so that I have 2 power 3 in the denominator into 5 power 3. So this will become 2 7s are 14, 1 2 4s are 8, 1 9, 94 divided by, this is 2 into 5 whole power 3. So 5 2s are 10. So this is 94 divided by 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. So this is 0.094. So without actual division we have given the answer. Now let us see the next question. Give an example each for 2 irrational numbers whose sum is a rational number. So along the question only I will write the answer. Sum is an irrational number. I want 2 irrational numbers whose sum is an irrational number. So you take any 2 irrational number, take root 2 and root 3. If I add them, I will get a rational number. Product is a rational number. Give an example each for 2 irrational number whose sum. So for first I have given this example. Product is a rational number. So product, I want a rational number. So you can take example of root 2 and root 2. Okay. So here the product is a rational number. I could also have taken root 2 and root 8 if you want different numbers. Okay, take root 2 and root 8, so that it is root 16 and root 16 is your root 16 is what? 4. Difference is an irrational number. So difference is an irrational number. So take any 2 irrational number, root 3 and root 5. Okay, difference is an irrational, and quotient is a rational number. Quotient means when I divide, so root 8 and root 2. Okay, so when you divide this root 8 by root 2, what you get? You get answer as 2. Okay, so these are examples of 2 irrational numbers whose sum is irrational, whose product is rational, whose difference is irrational, and whose quotient is a rational number. Now let us see our final question. If the sum of first 7 terms, again AP problem, if the sum of first 7 term of an AP is 49, so what is given? S7 is given 49 and 17 term, that is S17 is given 289. We have to find the sum of first n terms, so that Sn we have to find out. Now let us write the respective formula for S7 and S17. So S17, first I will write S17 is 17 divided by 2, 2a plus 16d. Done. 2a plus 16d. This is S17. So therefore 17 divided by 2 times, I can take 2 common, so let us take 2 common, so into 2 into a plus 8 times d is equals to 289. This is equation 1, I will say. Then I have S7 as 49. S7 is 7 divided by 2, 2a plus 6d. Okay, so therefore this is 49 is equals to 7 divided by 2. I will take 2 common. Here it is a plus 3d. Now this 2 to cancel. 7 7 the 49. So I have a plus 3d is equals to 7. This is our equation 2. Now can we reduce equation number 1 also? This 2 and 2 will cancel. And 17 square of 17 is what? I think 289, right? You can check here. 17 into 7, 7 7 is 49, 4 7 1 is 7 plus 4, 11, 1 7 is 7, 1 1 is 1. So this is 289. So yes, I can reduce it. So this is 17 1 and here what I will get? I will get 17. So equation 1, I have a plus 8d is 17, and equation 2, I have a plus 3d is 7. So a plus 8 times d is equals to 17. This is our equation 1, and a plus 3d, this is equals to 7. Okay, so let us subtract. Okay, 1 minus 2 we are doing. So what do we get? We get 5 times d is equals to 10. That gives me the value of d as 2. So value of d is 2. So therefore d is 2. Put d is equals to 2 in equation. You choose any equation say 2. So we get a plus 3 into 2 is equals to 7. Therefore a is equals to 7 minus 6 is equals to 1. So therefore a is 1 and d is 2. Now let us see what we have to find out. We have to find the sum of first n terms. Therefore Sn is equals to n divided by 2. This is 2a plus n minus 1d. Therefore I will get Sn is equals to n divided by 2, 2a plus n minus 1. Okay, we know the value of a as 1, so 2 plus n minus 1, and the value of d is 2. So we open this bracket, n divided by 2, 2 plus 2n minus 2. Okay, so this 2 and 2 will cancel, and this n and n will cancel. 2 and 2 will cancel. So n into n, what we get? N square. So the value of Sn is n square. I hope you understand each and every question, how we have done, okay, what we have done. I hope you find this question paper, okay, little we can say that little tough, okay. So it depends on student to student. Some student will find this easy, some will find it very difficult, some will find it average. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you like the video. Thank you for watching this lecture.